All right, ladies and gentlemen, a good Friday evening to you from Hillside, Illinois, the site of the Proviso West Holiday Tournament. 51 years of action here at Proviso West. I'm Andrew Braverman. Thank you for joining us on highschoolcube.com. I'm now joined with Joe Spagnolo, Tournament Director here at Proviso West. Joe, first of all, thank you for having us here. It's been an incredible week. This is my 20th game of play-by-play calling. I'm surprised my voice is holding up. How are you holding up? Because you've been here through everything.
Well, it's about the 30th year for me in one capacity or another, so you get a lot of sleep up until Christmas, and then you just kind of go on fumes the next 4 days.
Joe Spagnolo, we've got Proviso East, we've got New Trier coming up for the tournament championship. I don't want to ask for a prediction, but did you see these two playing out and getting to the finals today?
Well, we weren't really sure who was going to come out of the top bracket. Actually, New Trier was not one of the top 4 seeds, and Scott Fricke kind of said, we kind of thought we'd be in the top 4, so he kind of knew a little bit more than I did at that time. We knew that Proviso East was going to be a preseason top pick, and they certainly lived up to it. They had a great performance in the semifinal against Rockford Auburn. This is a good rivalry. This is one the two teams met in '79 for the for the Holiday Tournament Championship. New Trier's looking for their first win. They're 0-4 in championship games, and Proviso East looking for their first win here in 20 years. So there's going to be some history made one way or the other.
It's a great tournament. I watched it as a kid. Now to be a part of it from the media side is unbelievable. Last year I was covering the tournament for a separate outlet, but the 50th year anniversary last year, Bennett Academy, overtime over Homewood Flossmoor, perhaps the biggest crowd for a single game you've ever had at Proviso West.
Yeah, that was just about as good as it could get. Bringing Bennett in as a team that used to be here, they certainly lived up to the expectations, went through the regular season unbeaten. There was a tremendous championship game. Certainly a great addition. We try to pick teams every year that we think are going to be really, really good, and we hit the jackpot last year.
Well, you talk about picking teams. You're in the process of picking a couple of more because next year, a big announcement earlier this month, the Proviso West Holiday Tournament is expanding from 16 teams to 32. Talk about this development, and congratulations.
Well, thank you. We've always thought outside the box here. We've been had a lot of innovations over the years with a lot of things. This time we decided to think way outside the box. And, there were so many teams that wanted in. The current group of 16 aren't going to go anywhere. They want to be here forever. So we thought that, this is a probable terrific thing to do. And we waited about a year to kind of get all the logistics set. I brought people in over the summer to make sure that this was going to fly, and we are so excited now to have this going to take place here next December. I don't know how you're going to hold up doing 61 games next year.
You got to believe I'll be here.
But it's going to be something. It's going to be a true festival of basketball.
Well, we saw the selections and the pairings live on High School Cube. I can only imagine what's going to be like next year with 32 teams. But we got a great game ahead of us tonight. Proviso East and New Trier for the championship of the 51st annual Proviso West Holiday Tournament. Congratulations on pushing past that 50-year mark, and good luck for the next 50 years to come. We look forward to being with you.
Thank you, Andrew.
Joe, we appreciate your time here on highschoolcube.com. I'm Andrew Braverman. Stick around. Proviso East and New Trier next, live and free on highschoolcube.com. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a good Friday evening to you from Hillside, Illinois and Proviso West High School. This is the championship game of the 51st annual Proviso West Holiday Tournament on highschoolcube.com. I'm Andrew Braverman alongside Jason LaShaza and Jim McAteer. We've got Proviso East taking on New Trier. Proviso East in the road blue uniforms, white numbers, gray trim. Let's tell you how they got there. Been an impressive run so far for Proviso East. The Pirates coming in under head coach Donnie Boyce. The first time we've ever seen Donnie Boyce coming up and taking that Proviso East team. His first year under there. Proviso East first, by the way, taking down Brooks 93-76 on Tuesday. They came back with a 49-41 win over Bennett, extended that one away in the second half. And yesterday, the Pirates all over Rockford Auburn 75-56. Taking a look at the stats for the Pirates so far, it's been an unbelievable run for their backcourt, the three-headed monster of Keith Carter, Paris Lee, and Paris Burns. Carter averaging 18 points in the tournament, 13 for Burns, 12 for Lee, and let's not forget about Sterling Brown, averaging a double-double, 11 points and 10 rebounds. Again, we were joined by head coach Donnie Boyce, the first-year head coach for the Pirates. He played for the Pirates, won a state title with them before playing at Colorado and eventually being drafted in the second round by the Atlanta Hawks. For New Trier, the Trevians and head coach Scott Fricke, he also joined us. Thank you very much, Coach. New Trier took down Fenwick 62-47 on Tuesday. They came back with a very impressive and steady 61-58 win over Homewood Flossmoor Wednesday, and then taking down Morgan Park 50-41 on Thursday. And the story for the Trevians has been the play of their seniors, most notably Connor Boehm, the senior headed to Dartmouth next year, averaging a double-double as well, 19 points and 10 rebounds. And if you want to talk about consistency and hard-nosed defense, look at what David Bragle has been able to do, averaging 14 points and 5 assists. The 6-foot senior, I called him one of the best in-your-face defenders that I've seen throughout the week. Scott Fricke basically said the same thing when we talked to him at halftime of our third-place game. You're going to see Bragle and the New Trier Trevians try and slow down Proviso East here today on highschoolcube.com. If you're watching the game, let us know. Follow us on Twitter at highschoolcube. You can follow me on Twitter at Andrew Braverman. That's Andrew B as in boy, R-A-V as in Victor, E-R-M-A-N. Championship game coverage is presented by Chicago's very own Greater Than, an all-natural coconut water sports drink. It's loaded with electrolytes. So the next time you need to be at peak performance, drink Greater Than and be Greater Than. Available at Whole Foods and many other independent retailers. Click on their ad right on your screen to watch the Greater Than video. Thanks so much, Greater Than. Out of the North Shore, a couple of brothers out of Highland Park. Proviso East and New Trier. The Trevians in the home whites, blue numbers, blue trim. Scott Fricke was on staff the last time this game actually was in front of a gigantic crowd. And, of course, I'm talking New Trier and Proviso East and the 2002 Super Sectionals. That's back when Proviso East featured the likes of Dee Brown and Shannon Brown. A different type of Proviso East team, as Scott Fricke said in our last game. However, the coaching job that Fricke contributed to with Rick Malnati slowing the game down, it was a huge upset. If New Trier beats Proviso East again tonight, it's another upset. The Pirates are undefeated and ranked number 2 in the state. Let's pause now for the presentation of our colors and the playing of our national anthem. I'm Andrew Braverman. This is coverage of the 51st annual Proviso West Holiday Tournament live on highschoolcube.com.
Recruiter for the Illinois National Guard in 2008, is a recruiter
Welcome back to Hillside, Illinois and Proviso West High School. This is the championship game of the 51st Annual Proviso West Holiday Championship, and I'm Andrew Braverman on highschoolcube.com, the only outlet providing live coverage here at Proviso West. High School Cube has been providing coverage also throughout the state of Illinois, down at the Pontiac Tournament, over at the first ever Hinsdale South Holiday Tournament, and of course at McDipper. But we thank you for making Proviso #1 on your screen and in your hearts. Proviso East in the road blue uniforms, they wear those nifty looking short sleeve shirts, white trim, gray numbers, Seton Hall-esque for the Pirates. Head coach Donnie Boyce, again, his first year as head coach of Proviso East. He won a state championship back in high school. Of course, a graduate of Proviso East, went on to set scoring records at the University of Colorado in Boulder, played in the NBA for the Atlanta Hawks, also played in the CBA and overseas. He takes over the program for his alma mater, and boy, does he have some talent. We're going to start in the backcourt, the three-headed monster, led by none other than Keith Carter, number 0, a 6'1 senior, headed to St. Louis University next year. Joining Carter in the backcourt is number 1, Paris Lee, a 5'11 junior, and number 4, Paris Burns, a 5'10 senior. Getting the start tonight in center is Trayshawn Carroll, a 6'5 senior. He likes to bang down low. Do not be surprised to see Carroll put pressure on Connor Boehm for the Trevians. And of course, Sterling Brown, a 6'4 junior, the younger brother of Shannon Brown, former Mr. Basketball, went on to play at Michigan State, won an NBA championship with the Los Angeles Lakers, and now with the Phoenix Suns. Donnie Boyce and the Pirates are undefeated at 10-0 this year. They are ranked second in the state of Illinois, only behind Simeon, who is playing for the Pontiac Tournament Championship tonight against Curie. For the Trevians of New Trier, 12-1, their only loss coming earlier at Warren up in Gurnee. And Scott Fricke is going to start the same 5 he has throughout the tournament. That would be number 1, senior 5'10 guard David Bragel. Joining Bragel in the backcourt is Reed Berman, a 6' junior. Berman wears number 12. At small forward is number 11, Stephen Cook, a 6'4 junior. Connor Boehm, Austin Angel. Let's start with Angel, number 2, a 6'4 senior. And Connor Boehm, he wears number 3. Watch out for Boehm, averaging a double-double. He stands 6'7" tall, and he's on his way to Dartmouth next fall. I'm Andrew Braverman, live on highschoolcube.com. You can follow us at highschoolcube. You can follow me at Andrew Braverman. A big thanks to Danny Hazen from CSLinsider.com tweeting us out. Thanks again to Jim McAteer, now running camera, Kevin McAdams, Micah Nolte, Larry Cotter, and all of Team Cotter for making High School Cube possible. We talked to Joe Spagnuolo before the game. He's been the tournament director here at Proviso West for over 30 years. And if you missed the interview, the big news this winter, Proviso West is expanding its holiday tournament from 16 teams to 32 next winter. We hope to be with you on High School Cube, again providing live, free coverage of the best basketball around the state of Illinois. Happy New Year to you from everyone at High School Cube. Month of December is winding down, and boy, do we have a good one in store. It's New Trier, it's Proviso East, and it's live on highschoolcube.com. New Trier will huddle around Fricke before coming onto the floor. Proviso East in their road blues moving left to right on your screen. New Trier home whites, blue numbers moving right to left. Congratulations to the Knights of Rockford Auburn, taking home 3rd place with a big victory over Morgan Park. You also saw that in every game here at Proviso, live on High School Cube. Hands down, the biggest crowd we've seen, but for those who couldn't make it, thanks for being with us live on highschoolcube.com. We have a last-minute substitution as Isaiah Grace does get the start instead of Trayshawn Carroll. Grace wears number 15 for the Pirates. He's jumping against Boehm, and the tip is won by New Trier. We're underway. Championship action at Proviso West. New Trier wasting no time. Boehm with the lay-in, give the assist to Angel, and the Trevs lead 2-0. Quickly back down the floor. Carter on top for Lee. Lee guarded by Bragel. New Trier opting to start in a man-to-man look. Very, very surprising here. Let's see if New Trier can win this track meet. Brown baseline guarded by Angel. Brown in the lane. Shot fake, now shot from the baseline up and long. Tipped around, Grace has it. His putback up, no good. Rebound off of the leg of the Pirates. No, it's going to stay. It's off of Cook's left hand, and it'll stay Proviso East basketball. Inbound pass finds Brown. Brown working on Cook, far side. Brown's turnaround is up and in, and Proviso East has tied the game 2-2. Here's the speed of Proviso East pressuring full court. Reed Berman brings it up for the Trevians. Now Bregel. Up the floor, Austin Angel draws a double team. Ball's knocked out of Angel's hand. It's going to be Proviso East basketball. There's the first turnover of the night. Carter has the ball. He's going to be controlling the basketball for the Billikens of St. Louis next year. Carter, top of the key. He's going to put a three up on the board. Put it on. 3 balls, good for Keith Carter, and the Pirates lead 5-2. Perhaps one of the biggest reasons why New Trier is not starting out in a zone look, because of shots like that from Keith Carter. Another steal by the Pirates. Here's Burns by himself. Layup, reverse off the board and in. Fricky off the bench. No timeout call, telling his team they need to settle down. Proviso East on top 7-2 after 2 consecutive turnovers. Berman to Cook driving baseline. Cook spins, gives it to Angel. Angel will drive, draws 2 defenders in the air. Layup is in for Austin Angel, and New Trier cuts the run at 7. Burns working baseline. Ball's thrown off of Grace's hand, saved by the Pirates, and it's Keith Carter. Carter, cross-court Burns. Credit Lee with the fancy save. Something that we don't see very often. Burns telling his team to slow things down. Handoff Lee to Burns, weave on top. Here's Keith Carter. New Trier switching the screens on top. 3 ball in the corner for Lee. Lee for 3, my favorite call of the week. Lee for 3 from Carter, and it's a 10-4 Proviso East advantage. Berman back the other way. New Trier has never won the Proviso West Tournament Championship. They've been here 34 years. Grace with the steal on the bad pass. Carter controls behind the back dribble. Now it's going to be Burns. Shot fake going baseline. Burns contested, and he gets the layup to go. And Fricky needs a timeout as Proviso East jumps out to a 12-4 lead here at the Proviso West Tournament Championship. I'm Andrew Braverman. Let's check in with Jason LaShaza.
We have an update as it's going to double overtime between Sandburg and Brother Rice. Don't have the score update, but when I find it, we'll let you know.
I've got it tied at 71 thanks to a tweet from our own High School Cube account. You want to follow High School Cube? You can do so conveniently at High School Cube. You can follow me at Andrew Braverman. That's Andrew B as in boy, R-A-V as in Victor, E-R-M-A-N. Boy, the speed and pressure of Proviso East is what we've been talking about all day long. 3 quick New Trier turnovers has led the Pirates to a 12-4 advantage. Paris Burns has 4 to lead everyone. Boehm and Angel, the only 2 Trevians with a bucket so far. 5:17 to go, opening quarter. More full court pressure applied by the Pirates. Here's Bregel. Bregel across the timeline finds Angel near side. Now Bregel, lob to Boehm, contested. Boehm's going to track it down for the Trevs, saves it to Cook. Cook back to Berman. Bregel was open near side. Now Boehm's going to put it up from 7 feet away. That one rattles in. Connor Boehm's got 4. Connor Boehm's averaged a double-double so far in the tournament, 19 points and 10 boards. Carter broke down his defender, might have broken a couple ankles, but he couldn't get the layup to go. He sends it out of bounds and back to New Trier. 12-6, Proviso East early on top of the Trevians. 4:44 to play, opening quarter. Bregel across the timeline, gives it to Berman far side. Berman draws the double team, now Cook far side in front of the Proviso East bench. Back to Bregel on top, now Angel. Angel's lob to Boehm. Boehm on the floor, spinning around, blocked away by Carter. Angel with the rebound, his shot up and no good. We're going to have a foul on Isaiah Grace. What an athletic play by Keith Carter to drop on help side defense to the block and swat it away from Boehm. For Grace, it's his first, the team's first, and first of the game. Austin Angel to the free throw line. He's got 2 points thus far. Angel hits the first, and the lead is back to 5, 12-7. By far the biggest crowd we have seen thus far in the tournament. Angel's second free throw is up and good, and it's a 4-point game, 12-8, Proviso East on top. Back the other way. Here's Lee. Burns is going to try a three from the wing. That one's long, and Berman corrals the rebound. He'll keep it. Berman across the timeline by himself to Cook down low. Cook loses the handle, and now Carter's alone in the front court. Bregel back on defense. Boehm shot off the board and good with the foul. Keith Carter to the line. What an athletic play again by Keith Carter. He gets the bucket and the foul. He'll go to the line looking to complete the three-point play. Carter's free throw touches nothing but twine. And just like that, a 15-8 Proviso East lead. It grows back to 7. Bregel back the other way. Across the timeline working on Lee. Lee pokes it away. Burns back to Lee in transition. Layup from Paris Lee is up and in. We may be at Proviso West High School, but believe me, it's a Proviso East crowd. The Pirates lead the Trevians 17-8 first quarter. Bregel, now Cook will try a three in front of the Pirate bench. That one's long, tipped up into the hands of Sterling Brown. Now Carter crosses over, Lee in the corner. Stolen away by Cook. Cook's all by himself. Cook has the ball ripped away. No technical foul call despite some fans wanting it. That was a clean foul going for the basketball, but Cook will go to the line for 2. Always fun to see the reaction of people in the crowd whenever there's a hard foul on the floor. This time going up. Cook's got 2 at the line. 17-8, Proviso East on top of New Trier. Already 5 turnovers in the game for the Trevians. Cook's first free throw is on the way. It's long. Now Trayshawn Carroll checks in, replacing Grace. Cook sets, a couple dribbles and a spin. No spin, my fault. Cook misses them both, and Brown brings down the rebound once again. Sterling Brown's got 2 boards early in the game. Lee near side. On top, Carter's going to try a deep three on the way. That one's long. Rebound, Carroll. Carroll loses it, grabs it back and sends it out. Now Sterling Brown. Brown to Burns, and Burns wants his team to slow things up once again. Donnie Boyce relaxing on the bench right now. I shouldn't say relaxing, but sitting comfortably on the bench. Ball finds Burns, draws a double team, now back to Carter. Carter around Boehm, drop pass, dunk down from Sterling Brown. Throw it down, Sterling Brown, and the lead goes to 11, 19-8 with 2:49 to play opening quarter. Brown lets out a big yell as the Pirates grow their largest lead to 11. Cook has it now. Back to Berman, and New Trier is going to try to alleviate a little bit of pressure. Berman crosses him up, loses the handle, Burns all alone. It's another turnover and transition layup, and Scott Fricke needs another timeout. It's a full 21-8 Proviso East on top of New Trier. One team came to play, one team came scared. I'm Andrew Braverman, 2:34 to play opening quarter. And New Trier just cannot handle the pressure by Proviso East. 6 turnovers so far in the game, and I have to be honest, New Trier's lucky it's not 7 or 8. We're live on highschoolcube.com, but if you want to watch the game in its entirety, catch the replay at High School Cube or just your favorite highlights. It's the championship game of the 51st annual Proviso West Holiday Tournament, presented by Chicago's very own Greater Than, an all-natural coconut water sports drink loaded with electrolytes. The next time you feel the need to be at peak performance, drink Greater Than and be Greater Than. Available at Whole Foods and many other independent retailers. Click on their ad on your screen to watch the Greater Than video, and someone contact the brothers from Highland Park and get some Greater Than to New Trier because the Trevians desperately need some coconut water. If not some coconut water, a couple of baskets, and perhaps a turnover of their own, the Trevians trail 21-8. It's been all Proviso East. Coming up later tonight, the Pontiac Tournament Championship on High School Cube. You've got Simeon taking on Curie. A couple of public league schools doing battle way down in central Illinois. Angel back to Bregel. Jordan Thomas has checked in for the first time today. Thomas replaces Berman. Angel now to Thomas. Thomas wasn't ready, but he gains composure. Angel now Bregel, and New Trier is going to set up some offense. Bregel with the basketball. Needing some help. Finally finds Angel. Look at the active hands from Paris Burns. Now Connor Boehm. Skip past Bregel. Bregel to Cook. Wow, the defense from Proviso East is unbelievable how they help on the perimeter. Listen to the crowd go nuts for the defensive performance from the Pirates. Thomas all the way inside, loses the handle. We have a foul, much to the dismay of the home crowd. The bleachers are red, the paint is red, the Proviso West lettering is red. It might as well be blue with how many Proviso East fans are in attendance. Burns gets a breather. Into the game is Michael Nicholas. Nicholas wears 24 for the Pirates. Bregel to Thomas. Thomas splits two defenders. His floater in the lane is going to go off the rim into the hands of Carroll, and now Proviso East wants to run. It's Lee by himself. Carter in the corner. Jump stop, back to Lee. Shot fake inside. Carroll working on Boehm. Carroll backs him down. Lee, rebound is the bucket's no good. Rebound now Angel. Getting ahead of myself as Trayshawn Carroll had the ball on the block. Cook with it near side. Bregel open on the back door. Bregel to the rack. That one's short. Rebound Carroll. Sterling Brown in transition. Now Carter. Outside. Lee for three on the way. That one's no good. Rebound Trayshawn Carroll again. His putback is short, and Boehm grabs the ball for the Trevs. Boehm needing some help. Finds Angel. Angel across the timeline. In the corner, it's Thomas. Skip past Bregel. Bregel back to Thomas. Into the lane goes Thomas. His floater off the board, no good. And Boehm corrals the rebound. His fall-away jumper is in. Under a minute to play, first quarter. New Trier trails by 11, 21-10. Connor Boehm now with 6. Turnover? No, they're going to say Angel was on the sideline. Ball will stay with the Pirates, moving left to right on your screen. Lee, Carter, Brown, Carroll, Nicholas on the floor for the Pirates. Reed Berman has checked into the game. He gives Bregel a break. So it's Berman, Thomas. Aaron Angel has checked in for Connor Boehm, along with his brother Austin and Stephen Cook. Aaron Angel, the 6'8 junior, wears number 44 for the Trevians. Stall offense from Proviso East. We've got 15 seconds left to go in the quarter. Here's Brown, backdoor to Lee, off the board and in. Wow, did Sterling Brown have great court vision, and Lee made it count. 23-10, 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. Berman needs help, finds Angel in the corner. Cook's going to get a shot away. That one's blocked away by Brown, and that's the way the quarter ends. When I tell you it's been all Proviso East, I am not lying. It's been all Proviso East. 6 forced turnovers. They have a 13-point lead. 7 points for Paris Lee. He leads everybody. Gives 6 for Paris Burns, 6 for Keith Carter. There's that three-headed monster in the backcourt for the Pirates. I'm Andrew Braverman. Jason LaShaza is going to check in as well. Jason, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Just enjoying this action tremendously right now.
Obviously, you don't speak for anyone from New Trier.
I speak as a basketball fan, not as a New Trier fan.
No, I know. I'm being funny because right now New Trier is being caused all sorts of trouble by the pressure from Proviso East. Jason, thank you again for your help. Jason LaShaza has been with me all throughout the tournament, every single game here at Proviso West. He has been doing the production. Jim McAteer has been here as well. Jim running camera. Thank you, Jim. HighSchoolCube.com, your leading broadcast platform for all things related to your high school athletics, clubs, events. Log on or go to HighSchoolCube.com/get started, and you can start broadcasting your school today. Championship game coverage here at Proviso West provided by Greater Than. Pick up Greater Than at Whole Foods and many other independent retailers around the Chicagoland area. Click their video on your site and on your screen to watch the video. Jason LaShaza has an update for you.
And looks like we have a champion at the McDipper as Bloom beats Crete Monet 52-45.
Congratulations to Bloom. You saw that on High School Cube as well. What you just saw here was a Proviso East turnover. Rare to say that since they didn't cause it. Well, I guess they caused it for themselves, although you're going to see it in different parts of the stat line. Jordan Thomas over the outstretched arms of Paris Burns, and the Trevians have cut the lead to 10, 23-13. Jordan Thomas, the sophomore, for three. Here's Nicholas, the stop and pop. That one's long. Boehm all alone on the block for the rebound. Here's Bragle now. Pardon me, it's Berman across the timeline. Now Bragle, far side, guarded there by Nicholas. Boehm on top. Boehm's going to try a three. That one's contested by Carroll and pulled down by Carter. Carter to the rack by himself. Left-hand layup with some English, spinning it in. Boy, Carter just lowered the shoulder on Berman and got the layup to go. Bragle now, Boehm trying to throw it back in bounds. Boehm's on the sideline, and it's another unforced turnover by the Trevians. The New Trier faithful that made the way from the Wilmette-Winnetka area down to Proviso West here in Hillside, clearly frustrated. Not a North Shore atmosphere here with how many Proviso East fans we have in attendance. Burns with the basketball. Burns sends one into the corner. Carter with a very athletic play to keep it from going out of bounds. Bragle on him. There's Bragle in the face of Carter. Carter a shake and bake, hanging to Nicholas near side. Nicholas backdoor to Burns in the lane. His floater, no, it's a drop down pass. Carroll can't get it to go. Rebound tipped up. Jabari Alex into the game wearing 44 for Proviso East. He tipped it out. Shot no good from Nicholas, and Carroll has it. Now Burns in the lane. Burns floater off the board, no good. We're going to have a foul on Proviso East, and the ball will go back to the Trevians. Jabari Alex called for the push, and it's New Trier basketball. Deshaun McCarty into the game wearing number 21 for Proviso East. Sterling Brown returns as well, replacing Carter and Carroll. Donnie Boyce talking to Carroll, far side on the bench. Back for New Trier is Berman, now Bragle. In the corner, Cook. Berman gets a screen from Boehm. Berman back to Boehm inside. It's taken away. Berman gets it back. Now Boehm on the block. Layup no good. Rebound Alex. And quickly down the floor, Sterling Brown's got a one-on-one. Big dunk. No, it's a lay-in from Sterling Brown. Boy, he looked like he wanted to send that one home. Might have jumped a little bit too far from the hoop. And a nice lay-in. Sterling Brown puts Proviso East up 14, 27-13. Now Thomas, his floater on the baseline is in. Thomas has 5 for New Trier. Sterling Brown has 6. Paris Burns has 6. Carter leads everyone with 8. And Paris Lee has 7. So all starters, at least 4 of the starters that we talked to Donnie Boyce about getting involved early for the Pirates, as Brown misses the deep 3. Brown, the younger brother of Shannon Brown, former Mr. Basketball here in Illinois. Turnaround layup, no good. Boehm can't get it to go, so Boehm with some early shooting woes, and Nicholas runs in transition for the Pirates. Down low, Jabari Alex for 2. Boy, I just popped my headphone off for a second. It is loud in the gym tonight. Connor Boehm with the basketball. Now Bragle will try a 3 near side. Bragle no good. Rebound Brown. Brown's got 6 points and now 3 rebounds in the contest. Crossover from Nicholas. Stop and pop no good. Rebound Bragle. Bragle wants to run. Gives it to Boehm. Boehm a pull-up 3-pointer near side, and that one rattles in. Give 9 for Connor Boehm to lead all scorers, and New Trier has cut the lead back to 11, 29-18. Boehm has averaged a double-double in the tournament, 19 points and 10 rebounds. Here's Deshaun McCarty. McCarty to the baseline. His layup too strong. Ball tipped off of the hands of Sterling Brown and back to New Trier. Paris Lee back into the ball game. He gives Michael Nicholas a break. 4:11 to play, second quarter. Proviso East leading New Trier 29-18. And now Austin Angel will give Jordan Thomas a rest. Thomas with 5 points off the bench for New Trier. Boehm back to Bragle. Bragle around McCarty. Wow, Bragle's got some impressive speed with the basketball also. Boehm trying to back down Brown. Gives it to Angel. The Angel's turnaround jumper is strong. Rebound into the hands of Burns. Paris Burns is only 5'10", but he plays so long and he elevates so high on the rebounds. Jabari Alex is on the sideline. It's another Proviso East turnover, their fourth. Ball back to New Trier. Jason.
We have another update. It's halftime in Pontiac. Warren leads Manual 36-18. That's the third place game of that Pontiac tournament.
Warren falling in double overtime to Curie earlier. 3 starters falling out for the Blue Devils. Brian Snow on the call down at Pontiac. We have a timeout on the floor. Proviso East leads New Trier 29-18. That gives me a chance to tell you about Greater Than, because that's who this game is presented by. Chicago's very own Greater Than, an all-natural coconut water drink. It's loaded with electrolytes. The next time you need to feel the need to be at peak performance, drink Greater Than and be Greater Than. It's available at Whole Foods and many other independent retailers. Click on their ad to watch the Greater Than video. Thank you, Greater Than, for your contributions. 3:46 to play first half. Proviso East leading New Trier 29-18. I'm Andrew Braverman. Thank you for being with us live on highschoolcube.com. Clearly the most crowded we have seen the gym, and these fans, at least most of them, have come out wanting to see some action from Proviso East, and that's what they've been getting.
And I'm looking around the gym here. They are still filing in as this second quarter comes to little over halfway through.
We've been here since 10 o'clock in the morning, so our seats have been guaranteed. Thanks again to Joe Spagnolo, everything he's done for the tournament, and for joining us pregame. Here's Cook, now Angel. Back to Cook. Cook wanted the 3, now spins in the lane, hangs, gets it off the board and in with the foul. Stephen Cook, the 6'4 junior, back to the free throw line. Cook is 0 for 2 from the stripe so far in the contest. New Trier is within 9. 3:27 to play first half. Cook sets, his shot is on the way, around the rim and in. The lead is down to 8, 29-21, and Berman checks back into the game, replacing Bragel. Walking up the floor is Paris Lee. He's got 7 points and an assist in the ball game. Boehm leads all scorers with 9 for New Trier. Here's Brown, 6 points, 3 rebounds so far in the game. Keith Carter leads all Pirates with 8. And there's Carter on the block. He's got Berman on him, sends it out to Lee. Lee to Burns, shot fake from Burns. Angel with the pressure defense on top. Down low, pass, Alex couldn't handle it. Now Lee for 3. That one's no good. Big rebound, Berman. Berman wants to run for the Trevians. He's got Boehm on the left side, but Lee saw it the whole way, and now we're going to see some showtime. Fast break layup from Paris Burns, and the lead is back to 10, 31-21. New Trier with 8 turnovers now in the ball game. Thomas drives baseline. His shot is up off the rim, no good. We have a foul, and Jordan Thomas will go to the free throw line. Fearless play from the sophomore. Fouls on Paris Lee, his second, the team's 6th. That may be the best thing going for New Trier, attacking the defense and hopefully getting to the free throw line. Slow this game up. Thomas converts the free throw. He has 6 off the bench for the Trevians. Trayshawn Carroll checks back in. He replaces Jabari Alex. Carroll scoreless, but he does have 5 rebounds. That leads everyone on the floor. Thomas's second shot is on the way. Put that on the board for the sophomore. He's got 7. The lead back to 8. 31-23, 2:25 to play opening half. It's the championship game of the 51st annual Proviso West Holiday Tournament. Lob to Carroll in the paint. Carroll's got Boehm on him. Pass is thrown out of bounds. It goes off the hand of Stephen Cook. It'll stay with the Pirates. Burns to inbound, gets it into Lee. Lee has Thomas on him. Now Carter far side. Carter can't handle the pass. No foul called. Great defense there by David Bragel to give the ball back to the Trevians. further adding to the excitement and the home crowd feel. Proviso East brings its cheerleaders wherever they go. Bragle gets a screen from Boehm. Now Bragle to Thomas. In the corner, it's Cook. Carter's on him. Down low, Boehm. Boehm spinning, turnaround. That one was altered. Off the rim, no good. And Brown is tied up with Thomas. The 6-foot sophomore ties up Sterling Brown. The alternate possession gives it to New Trier. Bragle to inbounds, gets it to Angel. Angel to Thomas. Now Cook is going to try a three. No. Step inside the three-point line. The jumper's good from Cook. 6-point ball game, 31-25, and New Trier has signs of life as Carter brings the ball back down the floor quickly for Proviso East. Gets Bragle in the air. He draws the foul. Bragle not happy with it, and Carter goes back to the free throw line. Second foul on Bragle, second on the team as well. If you're watching us live on High School Cube, let us know. Let your friends know. Send them a text. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter as well. We're at High School Cube. I'm at Andrew Braverman. Jason LaShaza on hand alongside Jim McAteer. Keith Carter at the free throw line. He gets the first of two. 32-25, Proviso East on top. 1:33 to play in the half. Carter can't get the second to go, and Angel grabs the board. Thomas through the press break. Cook in the corner. Carter's got him. Ball swatted away by Trayshawn Carroll. It's going to go off in the hands of the Pirates and stay New Trier basketball. 1:20 showing on the first half. We have a couple of conversations going on. It looks like they're going to tell Paris Lee he needs to allow Bragle a couple of inches. Bragle to Angel down low. Angel loses the handle, regains. Pass is swatted out of bounds. It'll stay New Trier basketball. Active hands in the passing lanes for the for the Pirates. Jordan Thomas, a deep three on top, off the board and in. Jordan Thomas called bank. I'm pretty sure I heard it, and the lead is down to 4, 32-28. Jordan Thomas making big contributions for the Trevians. He's got 10. In the corner, Carter with the basketball. Stop and pop three from Carter off the rim, no good. Big rebound, Angel. New Trier wants to slow things up. Here's Bragle. Cook, shot fake, back to Bragle. 45 seconds to play in the half. Connor Boehm with the basketball. Boehm looking for help. It's Thomas again for three. Off the rim, no good. Into the hands of Keith Carter. Carter's got 2 boards to go with his 9 points. Here he goes in transition. Burns a three-point attempt. That one's no good. And Cook has it for the Trevs. Head coach Scott Fricky calling for one final shot. 32-28, Proviso East on top, but Thomas goes all the way to the rack, off the board and in. Jordan Thomas has 12 off the bench for the Trevians. It's a 2-point ball game. New Trier coming all the way back, 32-30, 5 seconds left. Here's Carter. Carter draws a double team into the corner, Burns for three over Cook's hands. That one's no good, and the first half comes to a close with New Trier closing into a 2-point deficit. Jordan Thomas leading all scorers with 12. 32-30 here in the 51st annual Proviso West Holiday Tournament Championship presented by Greater Than, live on High School Cube. I'm Andrew Braverman. We're going to take a break. Back with you for second half action in a matter of 10 minutes live on High School Cube. Stick around. There we go, jumping too far ahead of myself with excitement. I'm Andrew Braverman. Welcome back into the title game here at Proviso West, joined by none other than Swag Air himself, Daniel Poneman. And what's he repping? Check out the camera, Greater Than on the hat. Our game is sponsored by Greater Than. This is not a coincidence, well, maybe a little bit. DP, what's going on, brother?
What up? Thanks for having me. Happy to be here.
Hey, thanks for coming back on. Follow Daniel on Twitter at SwagAir, SWAGAIR. Believe me, this guy knows what he's talking about. Are you surprised by this?
By what? This?
By this turnaround. New Trier was down by double digits. Now it's a 2-point ball game.
Well, I can't say I was surprised. Actually, I thought it was going to be a close game from the start. I was just talking on the phone to a college coach, and he was like, New Trier in the finals? Like, what are they doing there? And I told him, like, this is a very well-rounded, well-coached team with a lot of guys who have a lot of varsity experience. I'm actually from Evanston,
right.
So New Trier is our big rival.
A huge rival, one of the oldest rivalries in all the state.
Yeah, and I've been watching these kids. Every single kid out there on the court for New Trier, I've been watching them play since they were like 9, 10, 11 years old. So even though Proviso East was my pick in the beginning to win this whole tournament, I'm really proud of these New Trier guys for sticking in there.
Jordan Thomas, only a sophomore, 12 points off the bench. It's been the story of the first half alongside the turnover from Proviso East pressure.
Yeah, Jordan Thomas, actually, I'm really happy for him because I played AAU with his older brother growing up. His older brother, DT, David, plays football at Butler. So I've been waiting for Jordan, who plays for the Illinois Wolves AAU program, to have a breakout game, and looks like he's doing it on a big stage.
We've got some big AAU players on the floor. I mean, a wonderful summer season for Connor Boehm and Austin Angel contributing as well. We've talked about that three-headed monster in the backcourt for Proviso East, Keith Carter, Paris Lee, and Paris Burns, and you were the first one and probably the biggest supporter of Lee and Burns, because everyone knows about Keith Carter going to St. Louis University, but the other two in the backcourt, oh my Lord, what speed and what great play.
Yeah, well, I got a chance to see them in their first 3 games of the year at the State Farm Tournament of Champions down in Washington, Illinois, and High School Cube was there also.
Right.
And from the moment I first watched them the first half I watched them play, I knew that these guys were going to be a force to reckon with. A lot of times, those smaller guys will have a chip on their shoulder and try and do their own thing and prove everyone wrong, but no. These guys play under control, they play together, and they play to win.
DP, Daniel Poneman, follow him at SwagAir on Twitter. He's got his own YouTube channel. He is connected in the world of basketball, not only locally but nationally, and it's very, very impressive, especially only at 20 years of age. Out of Evanston, but a national brand. Your prediction for the second half?
My prediction for the second half, I think, even though I love my New Trier guys, I think it's going to be similar to the last game we saw with Proviso East, where it was close at halftime and then they just pulled away as the game went along. Those 3 guards play at such a high speed. They play relentlessly on offense and defense. It's going to be hard to hold them down. Show
them your hat. Reppin' Greater Than. Our game is brought to you by Greater Than. Find them at Whole Foods and at other local retailers. Expect a Greater Than performance from Proviso East. You heard it here. He's Daniel Poneman. I'm Andrew Braverman. Swag Air in the house. We appreciate it, brother.
Swag Air lifestyle. Don't talk about it. Live it.
HighSchoolCube.com. We're going to take a quick break. Back with second half action. We're at the title game of the 51st annual Proviso West Holiday Tournaments. Welcome back to Hillside, Illinois, and Proviso West High School. I'm Andrew Braverman. Thank you so much for being with us. We are the only outlet providing live coverage here at Proviso West. Let me say that one more time. Live coverage of the Proviso West Holiday Tournament Championship. Proviso East and New Trier and the Pirates, who led by double figures in the second quarter, now have their lead narrowed to 2, 32-30 as we start the second half. Jordan Thomas, the sophomore for New Trier, with 12 points. He leads all scorers, but he starts the second half on the bench. Pirate basketball moving right to left on your screen. Burns to Sterling Brown. It's an entirely different feel here in the gym. Very pro Proviso East crowd has turned silent as New Trier comes roaring back at the end of the second quarter. Burns now Lee on top. Down low for Carter, working on Bregel. On top Burns. Cross court Lee. Sterling Brown for three, far side. Off the rim, no good. Berman with the basketball. New Trier's only lead came on the first basket of the game, a Connor Boehm layup, 2-0. Boehm misses that shot, pulled down by Burns. Burns back the other way, transition, jump shot is up and in. Paris Burns, give him 9. Make it 10, rather. I apologize. I'm looking at Paris Lee on the stat line. Who would have thought you've got Paris and Paris in the starting lineup for Proviso East, and the Pirates now lead 34-30. Here's Berman into the lane. Berman looking for help, finds Cook. Cook will step in and fire from 12 feet out. That one's no good. Berman with a big point guard and sends it out for Angel. Austin Angel has 4 points. Berman did not score, but he has 2 assists and 4 boards in the first half. Cook in the corner. On top, Bregel. Scott Fricke calls the play from the New Trier sideline. This is for everything, folks. Undefeated and a one-loss New Trier team. Proviso East, of course, undefeated, number 2 in the state. Angel, stutter step into the lane. Hang, shot up and good. Austin Angel has 6. A big thanks again to Daniel Poneman for joining us at halftime. Swag Air, follow DP on Twitter. Fallback shot is good for Carter. Carter now in double figures with 11. He and Paris Burns, the only Pirates in double figures, 11 and 10 respectively. Lead has grown to 4. New Trier looks far more poised to start the second half. Cook with it, inside Boehm. Boehm draws a double team. In the corner, Berman. Shot fake from Berman, now into 2 defenders. Blocked away by Brown, and now the Pirates want to run. Here's Lee. Lee's layup is good. No timeout called. Fricke wanted the foul, not going to get it. 38-32, Pirates on top of the Trevians. Boehm now working on Carroll. Boehm gets bumped, shot is up, no good. Foul will be on the floor, and New Trier will maintain possession. Second foul on Trayshawn Carroll, the team's first of the half, and Bregel will inbound the basketball. Near side, New Trier in the home whites, blue numbers, blue trim. Boehm wanted the foul on Carroll, not going to get it. Boehm's just questioning the call, and back come the Pirates. They don't wait around for questions. There's your makeup, however. Berman back the other way. Cook now in the corner. Cook to Boehm. Boehm needs some help. Not going to find it. Instead, it's Lee. Lee to Burns. Alley-oop dunk. No good. Rebound Lee is put back up and in. So Lee makes the most of a bad situation following the missed alley-oop dunk. Almost takes another steal. The lead has grown back to 8, 40-32 as Angel flies in. Cook doesn't touch it. It's going to stay with the Trevians. New Trier basketball, David Bregel to inbound, finds Boehm working on Carroll. Boehm into the lane, his right hand baby hook not there. Carroll skies for the big rebound. Gets it to Carter, who brings it up the floor. Carter to Lee. Lee back to Burns near side. Inside Carroll on the block. Carroll bumped by Boehm, loses the handle, it's out of bounds, and down to the Trevians. Proviso East picking up full court pressure. Bregel has the basketball, up the floor to Boehm. 4:30 to play third quarter. Spin move Boehm. Corners 3 for Cook is on the way. That one's short. Big rebound Sterling Brown. Sterling Brown up to Burns. In the corner, Carter. Pull up 3 from Carter is on the way. Rattles around, no good. Tip in for Paris Burns. What was a 2-point game at halftime has quickly grown to a 10-point Proviso East lead. Bregel to Cook. He'll try another corner 3. That one falls. Stephen Cook quiets the crowd. Back the other way is Lee. Lee into the lane working on Bregel. Shot is short. Lee's putback won't go, and Boehm has it. Now it's Thomas on the 2-on-1. Thomas and Cook. Thomas to Cook. Layup off the board and in. Timeout from Donnie Boyce. New Trier on a 5-0 run. It's 42-37 Proviso East. I'm Andrew Braverman. Our game is presented by Chicago's very own Greater Than, an all-natural coconut water sports drink loaded with electrolytes. Be greater than the next time you need to be at peak performance. If you drink Greater Than, you will be greater than. It's available at Whole Foods and many other independent retailers. Click their ad to watch the video right on your screen. Daniel Poneman, Swag Air, repping Greater Than. Awesome hat. I got to contact the brothers and get me a Greater Than hat. Jason, if I know enough people, I'll try and get you one also.
Thank you very much. I would appreciate it.
Following Greater Than on Twitter also. Love it. Absolutely love it.
I got a question, though. What about Jim?
No, Jim's not a hat guy. I'll get Jim a T-shirt.
Okay.
Okay, fine, Jim, you convinced me. I'll get Jim McAteer a hat. Jim running camera for us today. We appreciate it. Proviso East basketball. Slowly up the floor is Lee. Thomas back into the game for New Trier. Sterling Brown to the L. Lee now Burns in the corner. He drives baseline around Boehm. Swatted away by Connor Boehm. Saved, and now Lee's going to slow things up. Keith Carter, a couple through the leg dribbles. Gets two defenders in the air. Lee for three near side. That one's no good. Rebound Bregel. We got a foul on the floor. Looks like it's going to be called on Connor Boehm trying to box out the big Trayshawn Carroll. Fouls on Boehm, his first, the team's first of the half. Boehm has 9 points and 4 boards. Shot is up from Carter. They're going to get Cook on the foul. They said Cook pushed him. That's a touch foul. Scott Fricke not happy. Keith Carter back to the free throw line. He is 2 of 3 from the stripe today. Carter and Paris Lee each with 11. Paris Burns leads all Pirates with 12. Sterling Brown, 6 points, 5 rebounds, and a couple of assists. Carter sinks the first free throw, 43-37. 3:09 to play third quarter. Second shot on the way is good for Carter, and the lead grows to 7. Cook with it, back to Bregel. Bregel to Thomas, far side, into the lane. It's Austin Angel, now Bregel, Thomas for 3, far side. That one's long. Rebound tipped off the hands of Cook and into the arms of Paris Burns. Burns wants a timeout, not going to get it. Jump ball, gives it to New Trier on the opposite possession. They wave off the jump ball. They said he got the timeout. There we finally see the right call from a referee on spot. Although Scott Fricke's not happy, it was the right call. Burns was calling for it the entire way. Interesting fact from Daniel Poneman at Swag Air on Twitter if you follow him. Anyone trying to compare high schoolers to Shannon Brown? He says you must have forgot Shannon Brown had 11 straight games of 40-plus points for Proviso East at one point in his career.
Ouch.
Ouch is right. That's a pretty good reason why Shannon Brown went on to win Mr. Basketball and go play collegiately at Michigan State for Tom Izzo at the Breslin Center in East Lansing. You're following us on Twitter at High School Cube. We appreciate it. You can follow me on Twitter at Andrew Braverman. That's Andrew, B as in boy, R-A, V as in Victor, E-R-M-A-N. We talked to Scott Fricke earlier, head coach of New Trier. We talked to head coach Donnie Boyce of Proviso East. We talked to Joe Spagnolo, tournament director here at Proviso West, and Daniel Poneman, Swag Air himself. Not a brand, it's a lifestyle, came up in the middle of our halftime coverage. Jason LaChaza here as well with an update.
Thank you, Andrew. We have another update coming in. It's after one in another championship game. 12-11, Matea Valley beating Schaumburg.
Mustangs and Saxons doing battle at Hinsdale South. The first ever Hinsdale South Holiday Tournament live on High School Cube. We have the Pontiac Finals coming up live on High School Cube as well. But this one sure is fun. 44-37, Proviso East on top by 7, leading New Trier. 2:45 to play third quarter. This is about the time that Proviso East starts to pull away. Let's see if New Trier can draw things closer. Sterling Brown working on Bregel. Jump stop from Sterling Brown. Jumper's good. Quick 4-0 run for Proviso East. Thomas now to Angel. Angel to Cook driving. Over, blocked away by Carroll. Send it to the wall, Trayshawn. 46-37 as Trayshawn Carroll swats away the Cook layup. That one was sent away with a lot of authority and aggression. New Trier keeps possession. Here's Thomas with it. Thomas almost walked. The crowd wanted it. Boehm has the ball to Austin Angel. Near side guarded by Brown. Angel loses the handle. It's going to say it's off of Trayshawn Carroll. It'll stay with New Trier. Bregel to inbound for the Trevians. He needs help desperately. Finds Boehm. He'll put it up from 3 near side. That one's no good. Rebound Brown. For Sterling Brown, his 6th rebound in the game. Cross court pass to Burns. Burns transfers through the lane. Shot is up and in. No, we've got a foul on the ground first. They're going to say it's a push. The Proviso East faithful wanted it to go. Michael Nicholas will check back into the game. Nicholas replaces Lee. Foul's called on Cook, his 2nd, the team's 3rd. Brown has it near side. On top, Nicholas, shot fake, then he's going to put one up. That's no good. Trayshawn Carroll has it ripped away. It's going to go off of his hand and down to the Trevians. Trayshawn Carroll, that wide-bodied senior, battling Austin Angel and Connor Boehm for the rebound. Bregel with it. Now Angel far side. Cook. Down to Boehm. Boehm has struggled today, which we have not said much this year or this tournament. He's averaging a double-double, 19 points and 10 boards. Bregel to Angel. Deep 3 near side Angel. That one's off the rim. No good. Off of the hands of Boehm and Cook. Out of bounds to the Pirates. Connor Boehm is 4 of 13 from the floor. He has 9 points and 4 rebounds. Reed Berman checks back in, replacing Austin Angel. 1:22 to play, 3rd quarter. Pirates on top, 46-37. It's the championship game presented by Greater Than here at Proviso West High School. Sterling Brown into the lane, floats, swatted away by Cook, and Brown gets the roll on the putback. And just like that, the lead has grown back to 11. 48-37. Anytime New Trier makes a run, Proviso East is there to bring it back in their favor. Athletic play from Trayshawn Carroll knocks the ball out of bounds. New Trier possession, 54 seconds remaining, 3rd quarter. The first time I've ever said this throughout the week, David Bregel looks tired for New Trier. Boehm with it now. Cross to Thomas. Thomas into the lane. Fearless. His floater no good. Once again, a miscommunication between Carroll and Brown. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with New Trier. Far less turnovers in the 3rd quarter for the Trevians. They have 9 in the game, 6 for Proviso East. Berman tries a rare 3. That's no good. Nicholas back in transition. Swatted away by Angel. That one was clean, and Berman has the ball in transition. Berman all by himself to the rack. No good. Trayshawn Carroll outlets. Looking for Nicholas. That one goes over the scorer's table and out of bounds. Look at Bregel. He's resting on the scorer's table. You mean to tell me that senior point guard isn't tired? Running around in the backcourt with Paris Burns and Paris Lee will do that to you. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Keith Carter's there also. Angel to Boehm on the block. Boehm fighting through traffic. Gets the layup to go. Connor Boehm is just so strong inside. 9-point lead. Carter with the push-off. Fall away is knocked there. Rebound Thomas up to Angel. 15 seconds to play in the quarter. Angel back to Berman. 10 seconds on the clock. Angel near side. He's guarded by Brown. 5 seconds now. Connor Boehm with it. Needs to do something. Jordan Thomas to put up for three. Into the lane. Floater from Thomas is up and good. Jordan Thomas gets it to go. High five from Bragle and all of the Trevians. And the New Trier Trevians have cut the lead to 7, 48-41. Frantic pace. I've got to catch my breath. Fourth quarter action. Proviso East and New Trier. We're in title game action presented by Greater Than. If you want to find out more about Greater Than, you can click the link on your screen and watch the video. Greater Than is available at Whole Foods and many other independent retailers around the Chicagoland area. You can also follow Greater Than on Twitter. To get at Greater Than, follow them at DrinkGT. Scott Powers from ESPN Chicago back in the house. I see Scott along the way. Danny Hazen covering the CSL for CSLinsider.com. Can only imagine where the other news outlets are scattered around. I see a couple other cameras, none more important than our live coverage on highschoolcube.com. Jason LaShaza is still with us. Good evening, Jason.
It is indeed. Very good evening, Andrew.
Jason, can you believe it? Since Tuesday, you've been here for every game, every basket, every foul, everything. And now we only have one more quarter left to play, assuming that we don't go into overtime.
At this point, I wouldn't have thought with that many games I would have said it, but I'm going to miss this place.
You know, the final has been all that it's lived up to, or was supposed to live up to, the hype. I predicted this one. I predicted Proviso East and New Trier. I predicted a Proviso East victory. As it looks right now, the Pirates are in position up 7 heading into the fourth quarter, and it's going to be New Trier basketball to start.
And you brought up a few times, you're starting to see David Bragle being tired. You're starting to see New Trier wearing down. And just as we talked about, that is what changes games and why they've been such good in the second half, Proviso East, that is.
25 points in the third quarter yesterday, 24 in the fourth, 25 points in the fourth quarter against in the fourth quarter against Bennett 2 nights ago. But the lead goes back to 5 as Connor Boehm drops in another layup. 48-43. Boehm's got 13 to lead the Trevians. Pardon me, Thomas is 14, still lead the Trevians. 13 for Boehm, 10 for Cook. Nicholas will try a three. That one's off the rim, no good. Thomas grabs the board, gives it to Bragle. Life for New Trier. Bragle to Angel in the corner. Angel drives baseline, now finds Boehm. Boehm's got Jabari Alex on him. That's a mismatch, and Boehm tries to take advantage. Can't get it to go. Sterling Brown, now Lee up the floor. Here's Nicholas. Nicholas breaks down Bragle. It's taken away. We got a foul on the floor. Fricky is beside himself. Looked clean to me this far away, but then again, I'm at the top of the gym alongside Jason LaShaza and, of course, Jim McAteer. And yes, Jim, I will get you a hat after further consideration.
You, my friend Andrew, are a generous man.
Thank you, Jason. Thomas falls down, gets back up. Nicholas shot fake near side. On top, Lee swung around Brown. Brown into the lane, testing Angel. Carter, corner three. That one's no good. Angel skies for the rebound. What a nice play by Austin Angel. Berman, great handles in transition. Boehm for three near side. Off the rim, no good. Rebounds collected by Lee. Lee loses the handle, knocked off of the hands of Berman, and down to the Pirates, moving right to left in the road blue uniforms. With the basketball is Lee. He gives it to Jabari Alex. Alex far side, Keith Carter. Carter on top, Nicholas on the weave. Nicholas all the way to the rack. That one's off the board and good. Another steal by Proviso East. Carter around Bragle, doesn't go, and Berman collects the basketball. Carter shaken up on the play, slow to get up. Tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with New Trier. The lead is 7, 50-43. Pirates leading the Trevians here at Proviso West. We're in championship game coverage presented by Greater Than, live on highschoolcube.com. Bragle with it, draws a double team, looking for help. Bragle up the floor, trying to find Berman. They're going to say the ball was tipped, It'll stay with New Trier, and the Proviso East crowd is going crazy. I'm not sure if you can hear the boos, Jason. Can you? Because I sure can.
Absolutely. I think they have something to boo about, to be honest with you.
For the record, we don't even have a crowd mic. That's how loud it is here in the gym in Hillside. Angel with the basketball, now Berman. Berman finds Boehm working on Brown. Boehm shoves Brown off of him. Turnaround from Boehm is good. Give Boehm 15. Now I can say Boehm leads all scorers. 4 players in double figures for Proviso East. 13 for Carter, 12 for Burns, 11 Lee, 10 for Brown. Brown is 1 rebound away from a double-double. Nicholas shoves Berman off of him. The 3 ball from Michael Nicholas is good. What a big shot from Michael Nicholas. 53-45, 8-point game. Here's Thomas with it. Thomas looking for help, finds Berman. Pass fake from Berman, now Thomas. Knocked away, entry pass was looking for Boehm. Down low, Angel has it on the block. Angel gets a defender in the air, draws the foul on Alex, and Angel will go to the line for 2. At Pontiac, Warren has taken down Peoria Manual 63-54. Darius Paul and Nathan Booth, each with 16 points in the Blue Devil win. Congratulations to the Warren Blue Devils taking 3rd place at Pontiac. Angels free throw is up and in. Lead cut down to 7, 53-46. Alex and Carter out of the game, replaced by Burns and Carroll. Nicholas, Burns, Lee, Carroll, Brown for Proviso East. Cook, Thomas, Angel, Bayman, Bregel on the floor for the Trevians. Couple of dribbles from Angel. His shot is on the way. That one's long. Connor Boehm trying to get the rebound. We've got 2 players ripping it away. Shannon Brown takes it. They're going to call a timeout. They're going to say Connor Boehm got the rebound. And back to the boos. This time, Jason, I will agree with you that Proviso East has something to be upset about. Donnie Boyce on the floor needs an explanation. Regardless of what the referee will tell him, Boyce will not be pleasantly pleased. Did I just say pleasantly pleased? Who is this guy? Boyce not pleased with the explanation. Not a pleasant reaction. My apologies. 53-46. Proviso East leading New Trier. Jason.
I was just going to say, that's a new tongue twister, isn't it?
Pleasantly pleased?
Yeah, you can mix it with that for Proviso East.
Positively. Bregel, Angel, Cook, Thomas, and Boehm. Burns, Lee, Nicholas, Carroll, and Brown. 5:19 to play in the ball game. This is the championship game of Proviso West. Angel for 3 in the corner. That one's good. Austin Angel with a triple, and the lead is down to 4. 53-49. Austin Angel showing up to play. Give him 10 in the game. Boy, that was a greater than shot if I ever saw one. This championship game coverage on High School Cube presented by Greater Than. Find them at Whole Foods and other local retailers around Chicagoland. Brown spinning, won't get the shot to go, draws a foul on Cook, and Sterling Brown will go to the free throw line for a pair. 4:54 on the clock. I'm Andrew Braverman. Thank you for being with us. If you're enjoying the game from home, please tell your friends about it. We still have near 5 minutes to play. Plenty of time to text your friends, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. We would appreciate all of it. Brown's first free throw is off the front of the rim, no good. 4-point Proviso East lead, 53-49. It's the first miss at the line today for Proviso East. Make it the second. Brown drops it, now extends the lead to 5. Carter checks back in, replacing Nicholas. Trevian basketball. Here's Thomas. Now Bregel has it. Bregel working up the timeline, gets it across half court. Now Angel. Angel fakes the handoff. Angel's by himself. Didn't want the 3 that time. Bregel with it. Bragel to Angel, near side, into the lane. Ball's tipped away, taken back by Bragel. Now Thomas in the corner. Thomas is doubled, needs a timeout or something. Ripped away. We've got a foul or a timeout. Timeout, New Trier. That brings Donnie Boyce and company back onto the floor. As I mentioned previously, this championship game is live. The only news outlet bringing you live coverage here at Proviso West, highschoolcube.com. And the broadcast is presented by Chicago's very own Greater Than. It's an all-natural coconut-watered sports drink, and it's loaded with electrolytes. The next time you need to be at your peak performance, all you have to do is go out and drink Greater Than and be Greater Than. It's available at Whole Foods and many other independent retailers. Check on their ad, click it, watch the video. It's Greater Than, and it's High School Cube together, live here at Proviso West. Jason, you're still with us. Check in. How are you?
I am hanging in there. I'm still a little speechless with those last two timeout calls, especially the Connor Boehm one, where they allowed New Trier to get a timeout. I still have to say, a team has to have possession of the ball, and I thought it had to be clear possession.
Obviously, the referees saw something on the floor that we didn't up here at the top of the gym. I have to say, though, our accommodations have been pretty nice so far throughout the tournament, all coming to an end tonight in Hillside. Thanks to everyone running the hospitality suite downstairs. Thanks to Joe Spagnolo and Kevin Jude, everyone with Proviso West. Our live stat coverage has been incredible. And, of course, a thanks to you at home. St. Ignatius drops De La Salle 47-44 to win the Jack Tosh tournament at York at Elmhurst. 5-point game, Proviso East leading New Trier 54-49. Bragel finds Cook on top. Now back to Bragel. Looking for Boehm. It's taken away by Carter. Boehm complaining that he didn't get the call, and Carter wastes no time in bringing the ball up the floor. Bragel, a fiery young man, isn't he? Carter with it. Now to Brown. Here's a mismatch. Brown working on Thomas. Brown spins around him, turnaround off the board, and good. Referee is going to bring Bragel together with Burns. Jason, did I not tell you to expect David Bragel to mix things up with one of the players tonight?
Exactly what you predicted. Their coach talked about it, Scott Fricky, that he's the glue of the team.
Thomas in the lane, down low to Boehm. Boehm around two defenders, reverse layup is strong. Rebound tipped into the hands of Burns. Now Lee wants to run. Bragel back on defense. He shoved them down. They're going to call a block, not intentional. We're going to get some talking to here. Bragel clearly frustrated. 56-49. I told you the senior guard likes to mix things up.
The referees better get that into control because that was up around the head area where he wrapped them up. That I appreciate a hard play. And I know it's the championship game, but you got to be careful. These are young student athletes.
The reason it was not intentional, Bragel didn't close his arms on the hug, basically. He kept them out. Although they were strong, they were at his side, so I can understand why we didn't see an intentional foul. Then again, I wouldn't have been surprised had they called it intentional. Lee makes him pay at the free throw line. The lead has grown to 8, 57-49. Paris Lee has 12, Paris Burns has 12, Keith Carter has 13, Sterling Brown has 13. Hashtag that balance. Now 3 of 4 starters with 13 points. Lee hits both free throws. Boehm has the ball in transition for New Trier. Back to Bragel, now Cook. The lead is 9 for the Pirates. Angel in the corner will try a 3. That one's long. Big rebound, Trayshawn Carroll, and a foul on Jordan Thomas. For Thomas, his first, the team's 7th, and Trayshawn Carroll gets a 1-and-1 on the far side of your screen. Stick around on High School Cube. We will have the presentation of our first place and second place trophies and the revelation, or the revealing, the revelation or the revealing, your call. Let's just say the reveal of the all-tournament team, all live on highschoolcube.com. Carroll's free throw far too strong. Angel has it. 3-possession ball game. The lead is 9 for Proviso East. Bragle has it. New Trier has never won the championship at the Proviso West tournament in their 34-year history of attending the holiday tournament. For Proviso East, the last time they won the tournament championship came all the way back in 1991. Last year, the Pirates finished third. Here's Thomas with it. Thomas across the timeline. Bragle, now Boehm. Boehm on the three-point line. That one's up, no good. Thomas tries to get the rebound. Great job by Jordan Thomas, but then he throws it in the backcourt. Bragle corrals. They're going to say the ball was tipped. No, now we've got an over and back violation. Proviso East basketball, unless the call is reversed. More confusion, but the crowd is correct with the referee. That ball not tipped. Pirate basketball. 3 minutes to play in our championship game on highschoolcube.com. Sterling Brown around 2 defenders. Shot up. He's going to be fouled by Boehm. Brown's got 2 free throws on the way. The Pirates lead 58-49. Brown's free throw on the way, up and off the rim, no good. Second attempt from Sterling Brown is up. That one's off the front of the rim. So Proviso East having trouble extending their lead to double digits. Bragle back the other way for New Trier, finds Thomas near side. Thomas to Cook. Cook controlling, looking for someone. Down low, Angel, the fall-away jumpers off the rim, no good. Carroll and Brown come away with the basketball. Elbows being thrown, and Bragle's called for the foul. Bragle clearly frustrated, untucks his jersey. He goes to stand by head coach Scott Fricky. For Bragle, he is fouled out with 5 fouls, and you can hear everyone waving goodbye to David Bragle. So the senior not winning over anybody here at Proviso West. The suburban schools are not well liked here at Proviso West. Like I said, I watched Glenbrook North year after year, and even with what John Shire was able to do, never won over the crowd until he scored 21 points in 75 seconds. New Trier's Matt Loddick teams were the same way. Ryan Hogan's Deerfield's team were the same way. Brown gets the free throw, and now the lead has grown to 10, 59-49 with 2:32 left in the contest. Second shot from Brown, up and in. New Trier basketball. Brown's got 15 and 10 boards. Berman gets a screen from Boehm. Ball's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with New Trier. (60-49), Proviso East leading New Trier. 2:22 left in the ball game. Angel needs some help. Gets it inside to Thomas. Thomas amongst the trees. He'll be fouled by Trayshawn Carroll, and Jordan Thomas will go back to the line. Thomas had the runner at the end of the third quarter. He had 12 points in the first half. Carroll's third, the team's fourth. 2:20 to play, and some fans are already starting to leave the gym. Not you, Jason. You're sticking around. Thomas misses the first of 2. Thomas back at the line for one more. See if he can pull New Trier within 10. Second one's good for Thomas. He's got 15. Carter up to Burns. Boy, Proviso East doesn't look tired whatsoever. Burns backdoor Lee, bucket and no foul. Great look, Burns to Lee. Paris to Paris. Boy, you got to love Paris in the wintertime, right? I didn't want to say forget Paris. That wouldn't have been good. Any Paris references? Go ahead. Chime in.
I got none. You're making me speechless here. I know when you say fans of Paris in the wintertime, if you're Proviso East fans, then yes.
Austin Angel to the line. Foul is going to be called on Burns, his first, the team's fifth. Angel hits the first free throw, and now fans are starting to walk out of the gym here at Proviso West. Austin Angel has 11. He's 4 or 5 from the stripe tonight. Make it 5 of 6. Lead is 10, 62-52. Wow, a turnover opportunity for New Trier. And sure enough, it's taken back. And we're all alone. Here's Keith Carter. Layup up and in. That's showtime enough for everyone watching at home. 64-52, 1:35 to play in the game. Proviso East looks like they are en route to another championship here at the Proviso West Holiday Tournament. Thomas a deep three. That one's long. Rebound Angel. Angel will be fouled on the floor. It's only the 6th team foul on Proviso East. 1:26 before we crown a new champion. Last year it was Bennett Academy and David Sobolewski taking down Homewood Flossmoor in overtime, perhaps the most attended game in the 50 years of Proviso West tournament. Our coverage tonight has been live on highschoolcube.com, presented by Chicago's very own Greater Than, an all-natural coconut-watered sports drink loaded with electrolytes. Next time you need to be at peak performance, drink Greater Than. My apologies. Be Greater Than, drink Greater Than, get Greater Than at Whole Foods and other local retailers. Boehm spinning in the lane. We've got a foul on Carter. Carter wanted the jump ball. Instead, Boehm will go to the line for a 1-on-1. So New Trier not yet laying down. Boehm goes to the stripe. This may be the stat of the night, Jason. For as active and as strong as Connor Boehm has been throughout the tournament, these are his first free throws of the game.
That is surprising.
Boehm sinks the first. He's got 16 to lead all scorers. 15 points for Sterling Brown, 15 points for Keith Carter, 15 points for Paris Lee, 12 for Paris Burns. Boehm misses the second, pulled down by Brown. That's his 11th rebound. Carter taken away by Cook. What an athletic play by Stephen Cook. And now New Trier wants to run. Boehm gets pushed from behind. Can't get the layup. No foul on the play. Loose ball. Brown has it. Calls a timeout for the Pirates. Boehm puts his head in his hands. He can't believe it. 1:07 on the clock. Proviso East up by 11, 64-53. Stick around on High School Cube, the trophy presentation and the reveal of the all-tournament team. I'm Andrew Braverman. Again, thank you. You can follow me on Twitter at Andrew Braverman. Follow High School Cube at High School Cube. Jason LaShaza at the Shaz 51. Greater Than also on Twitter at DrinkGT. Daniel Poneman at Swag Air. Here's something interesting about the Boehms. Connor, the youngest of 3 brothers. He had one brother play college basketball at Harvard, one plays baseball or played baseball at Bucknell, and they have a 6'2" sister who is in 8th grade.
Wow.
Strong bloodlines in the Boehm family. Stephen Cook's going to slam it home. Two-handed flush from Cook. Angels banged up on the play. They're not going to call a technical on the hang on the rim, are they, Jim? Oh, McAteer's joking around with us now. That would have been an incredible slap to the face of the Trevians had they called Cook for the tee. We need another towel on the floor. It looks like we have a wet spot. Donnie Boyce, Trayshawn Carroll. Connor Boehm trying to dry things up. The Proviso East cheerleaders still doing their best to make things exciting. 64-55, under a minute to play in our championship game. Proviso East on their way to its first championship since 1991 here at the Proviso West Holiday Tournament. Brown to Burns, behind the back dribble across the timeline. Burns, alley-oop to Carroll, slam it home! Pirate basketball's in the house. It's funny, Stephen Cook slams it home with two and no one clapped. An alley-oop to Trayshawn Carroll and the gym's gone nuts. Another rebound, a steal. Lee's going to pull things back out for New Trier. Fouled now into the game for the first time is number 30, Max Seifert. The gym went crazy on the alley-oop to Trayshawn Carroll. And if you want to get on the board for the first time tonight, an alley-oop dunk isn't a bad way to do it. Carroll has 9 rebounds to go along with that flush. It's a 66-55 Proviso East advantage. Line change set to come in for the Trevians. Lee's free throw is up and in. He's got 16 to lead the Pirates. New Trier sends in C.J. Rivas, number 22. Aaron Rosen, number 25. Henry Sloan, number 33. Aaron Angel is back on the floor, number 44. And number 21, Stash Banis. Subs on the floor now for Proviso East as well. Number 23, Shaquille Mullen. Number 55, Rashad Williams. Lee's second free throw. That one falls as well. Checking in. I don't have a number 50, but I'm sure he has a name. Also on the floor. We've got a bunch of players out there. I don't have rosters. 20 seconds to play. Three-pointer on the way from the Trevians. Pulled down by Williams. Shaquille Mullen will control. 68-55, final seconds. And Proviso East will run out the clock here at Proviso West High School. 5 seconds to play. Proviso East is going to win their first tournament championship since 1991. New Trier still winless in Proviso West tournament championships. 68-55 is your final. Proviso East, your 2011 Proviso West tournament champions. Pirates celebrating just outside center court. Queens, we are the champion, plays over the loudspeaker, and now everyone filing out of the gym. What an exciting week of basketball we've had for you live on highschoolcube.com. To be really honest, I'm surprised I even have a voice left at this point. Jason LaShaza, Jim McAteer with me. Stick around, we'll have the trophy presentation. We'll also find out who made all tournaments here at Proviso West. To recap, Proviso East, a 68-55 winner. Leading all scorers for the Pirates is Paris Lee. He had 17 to go along with 3 rebounds. Keith Carter, 15 and 2 rebounds. A double-double from Sterling Brown, 15 and 12. And 12 points for Paris Burns. 4 players in double figures for the Trevians also. Connor Boehm, 16 and 6 to lead the way. 15 for the sophomore Jordan Thomas off the bench. 12 points each for Stephen Cook and Austin Angel. Just the second loss of the year for New Trier. And funny enough, both of New Trier's losses have come to the current number 2 team in the state. First it was Warren. Warren was number 2 before being upended by Stevenson earlier this year in Lincolnshire. Proviso East stays undefeated, and they stay number 2 pending what happens at Pontiac against Simeon and Curry. Reggie Johnson makes all tournament for St. Joseph. Congratulations to Reggie Johnson, going to play college basketball next year at Tennessee State. Reggie Johnson's in the house. Congratulations, Reggie. Jalen Loving from Hillcrest makes all tournaments. Congratulations to Jalen Loving of the Hillcrest Hawks. Hillcrest won 5th place. They beat Homewood Flossmoor. Sean O'Mara, the sophomore from Bennett, making all tournament. Congratulations to the 6'8 sophomore, Sean O'Mara. Mark LaFoot, the three-point shooter from Rockford Auburn, earning all-tournament honors. Scratch that, that's Lamarck Foot. David Bregel earning all-tournament honors. This is the second team. David Bregel, frustrated, doesn't even want to walk out on the floor. He is that upset after the loss. So Johnson, Loving, Bregel, O'Mara, and Mark LaFoot, Lamarck Foot, the second team, all-tournament team here at Proviso West. As expected, Billy Garrett Jr. makes first-team honors. Garrett Jr. in the house to accept his award. And also expected, Fred Van Fleet, all-tournament honors as well. Auburn has gone back to Rockford. Congrats to Auburn, the third-place finishers here at Proviso West. So Garrett Jr. and Van Fleet. Sterling Brown with first-team all-tournament honors. Crowd loves it. Sterling Brown, center court, 6'4 junior, bringing home a trophy. From New Trier, Connor Boehm earning all-tournament honors. That is expected and deserved. Congratulations to Connor Boehm. He's headed to Dartmouth. Number 0, your tournament MVP from Proviso East. Headed to St. Louis, it's Keith Carter. Keith Carter, Billy Garrett Jr., Connor Boehm, Fred Van Fleet, all earning all-tournament honors, along with Sterling Brown, number 21, for Proviso East. Stick around, we'll have the trophy presentation for New Trier and Proviso East. Once again, the Pirates a 68-55 winner to take home the championship here in Hillside. Nice photo opportunity from players in attendance. Coming out to accept the awards for Proviso East, former and current athletic directors, head coach Donnie Boyce. But first, the second place trophy will be given to the New Trier Trevians. Scott Fricke's squad played very, very well. Nothing to hang their heads about at all. Jason, you still with us?
I am.
Again, nothing to hang your heads about for New Trier.
No, they played a great game. They kept themselves in that. What shame is it losing to the number 2 team in the state?
Not at all. 68-55 your final. You see Austin Angel, David Bregel, Connor Boehm posing with the trophy. Second place for New Trier yet again. Now accepting the first place trophy, Proviso East, home of the Pirates. Their first time taking home the championship since 1991. I was 7. Congratulations to the Pirates, your 2011 51st annual Proviso West Holiday Tournament champions. I'm Andrew Braverman. It's been an incredible week of basketball here on highschoolcube.com. We have a long list of people to thank. First, thank you to Greater Than, our game sponsor. It was presented by Chicago's very own Greater Than, the all-natural coconut water sports drink loaded with electrolytes. The next time you need to be at peak performance, go get yourself a Greater Than and be Greater Than. Available at Whole Foods and many other independent retailers. You can click their ad on highschoolcube.com and watch the Greater Than video to find out more. Thank you to Joe Spagnolo, not only for joining us up here this evening, but for hosting us here at Proviso West. Also Kevin Jude and everyone at Proviso West. Jason Lashaza, our producer and cameraman extraordinaire. Thank you to Jim McAteer, Micah Nolte, Kevin McAdams, Brian Pink, everyone down in Texas, Team Cotter, repping High School Cube. I'm Andrew Braverman. Your final in Hillside, 68-55, Proviso East, taking home the 51st annual Proviso West Tournament Championship. A happy new year to everyone from High School Cube. Make sure you join us in 2012. Plenty of action, live and free, always at the tip of your fingers on highschoolcube.com. Signing off, I'm Andrew Braverman. Good night from Hillside.